चलिए फोकस करेंगे यहाँ पर कॉर्पोरेट कनेक्शन में। आज कौन सी कंपनियों पर बात होने वाली है? दो मैनेजमेंट से आज हम चर्चा करेंगे। सबसे पहले चर्चा होगी वेरांडा लर्निंग के मैनेजमेंट से। कंपनी का आईपीओ 29 से 31 मार्च के दौरान खुलेगा और इश्यू पर बातचीत के लिए हमारे साथ जुड़ेंगे कंपनी के ईडी और चेयरमैन कलपति एस सुरेश। उसके बाद आगे शो में जुड़ेंगे अजमेरा रियल्टी एंड इंफ्रा के डायरेक्टर धवल अजमेरा साहब, जिनसे चर्चा करेंगे महंगे कच्चे माल से कारोबार पर कितना असर पड़ रहा है। लेकिन सबसे पहले शो में चर्चा होगी वेरांडा लर्निंग की, उसके बारे में कुछ जान लेते हैं। उसके बाद हम मैनेजमेंट से चर्चा शुरू करेंगे। तो वेरांडा लर्निंग सॉल्यूशंस जो है उसकी शुरुआत हुई थी साल 2018 में। ऑनलाइन और ऑफलाइन कोचिंग का कारोबार ये कंपनी करती है। सीए, बैंकिंग समेत सरकारी परीक्षाओं के लिए कोचिंग सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करती है। ग्रेजुएशन, प्रोफेशनल कोर्सेज के लिए भी कोचिंग देती है ये। वेरांडा रेस, वेरांडा सीए की सब्सिडरी कंपनियां हैं। इसके अलावा वेरांडा आईएएस, एड्यूरेका और ये भी इनकी कुछ और सब्सिडरी कंपनीज हैं। तो हमारे साथ कंपनी के चेयरमैन कलपति एस सुरेश जी जुड़ गए हैं। सुरेश, वेलकम टू ET Now Swadesh. Let me start by asking, can you explain the business and the growth plan of the company, and how do you plan to use the IPO proceeds that you will incur?
Veranda Learning Solutions is a hybrid edtech company. Essentially, we are available in online, offline, and offline hybrid formats. The company really stands for three key pole positions. First is to offer very high quality programs that are affordable to what we call as the real India or the Bharat, and ensure that these programs deliver outcomes. If it is a test prep program, then help our students and learners qualify through the testing program, or if it's an upskilling program, then help them in their career development. The company is built around currently 4 verticals. The first is on state and central government exams that we provide in multiple vernaculars in India. We have programs for CA Foundation, CA Inter, and CA Finals. We also have programs for the IAS exams, prelims, qualification, finals, and for mock interviews. And we have a significant vertical that provides training in over 100 different software products. Again, all of it in online and offline hybrid formats. The company is opening its IPO on March 29th, closes on March 31st. The IPO is expected to raise about 200 crores. Some of it is going towards retiring debt, which is being used for completing the acquisitions we have done in the last 12 months. Some of which will be used for our growth initiatives, predominantly in expanding our footprint nationally for the state and central government exams, and also taking our software vertical in hybrid formats with a significant national footprint. The rest of it will be used for our investments in content development and brand building over the next few years.
Correct. Mr. Suresh, you recently acquired Edureka. Can you give us some details about this company and how this acquisition has helped your company?
The name of the company is Brainforce, based out of Bangalore. Their customer-facing brand is called Edureka. The company is over a decade old, has been predominantly in software upskilling, all of it online, exists in 3 different formats, B2C, B2B, and also offers postgraduate programs in association with universities, including Purdue University in the US, and in India with NIT Warangal and IIT Kanpur. For us, it's and for me personally, it's something very close to my heart. Given the promoter's background and experience of having built very large software training networks in India, for us, in some sense, this brings together a combination of very high quality programs and hundreds of programs developed by very seasoned professionals from some of the top universities in India, very high quality top management that we have acquired apart from the business itself, in combination with what we can bring to bear in the hybrid format that's been a founding principle of Veranda. We think this is a vertical that has in store significant growth going forward. I think combined with the fact that compared to say 15, 20 years ago, if the demand for software trained professionals was say 100,000, today the demand for software professionals from a couple of the top leading companies in India in IT consulting is alone 100,000 per year. So compared to various reports that one reads, the skill gap in the country is anywhere between 5 to 6 million. And I think many of the engines that used to produce software skilled professionals are not functioning or have not been delivering at their maximum capacity. So we see a great opportunity to come back and in our own ways assist in meeting the skill gap. We work with most of the leading national bodies in this space, associations. And for us, this is exciting. For me personally, it's a lot of going back and leveraging on something that we have sort of been there and done that in the past. I recall that when we listed the last time around in around 94, 95, we were a one center operation with a single center in Chennai. And when we listed in the London Stock Exchange in 2000, we had built a network of close to 1,000 locations in India. So we sort of went from a 1 to 1,000 in about 5 years. Hopefully this time around, given the experience that we have had and the top quality people that we have acquired through our acquisition of Brainforce, we hopefully will be able to do that much faster. Yeah. So for me, it's personally very exciting to be back. And this is a vertical which I think is going to drive a lot of growth for the organization.
Right. Mr. Suresh, with the number of companies that are getting into digital education sector now, what kind of competition intensity do you see in India? And how do you plan on acquiring more customers for your own company?
I think, as I mentioned, and this is also based on my own personal background. I studied at IIT Madras. A lot of my education was subsidized. I come from a very humble background and beginning. Even during my IIT education, because of certain competitive exams I had cleared, a lot of that, even though IIT education in the 80s were significantly subsidized, even that was subsidized even further by other grants and subsidies that we got because I had passed certain examinations. If the affordability had not been there, you wouldn't have found me talking to you from this perspective and in this particular platform. So for me, affordability has been close to the heart. As I mentioned, there are 3 key pole positions that Veranda stands for. One is to deliver high quality programs that delivers outcomes. And the third is to ensure that these programs are affordable to the real India. For me, this coming back into a sector in which as promoter group, we have over 3 decades of experience, is to ensure that we spread this and make it affordable to all pockets of India. And when I say all pockets, to tier 3, tier 4 towns in India, we really want to sort of democratize education and its availability. If digital will allow us to do that, we will. There are many companies that are there in the space in India. There are many more that will come. Given the type of exploding growth that India has seen and the type of skill gaps that has been emerging in all aspects of industry requirement, and I mean not just IT consulting, but in every aspect of the way that the Indian economy has evolved and poised for growth, there are going to be many more Veranda type of efforts that are going to be required.
Many thanks, Mr. Suresh, for joining 18 Hours Swadesh. वेरांडा लर्निंग का टॉप मैनेजमेंट यहाँ पर बताता हुआ किस तरह के प्लान्स उनके हैं आने वाले दिनों में। एजुकेशन सेक्टर में, डिजिटल स्पेस में ये कंपनी काम करती है और कई सारी सब्सिडरीज भी हैं इसकी। 29 से 31 मार्च तक कंपनी का IPO खुलेगा। चलिए